some important compounds of carbon, that is ethanol and ethanoic acid. The ethanol is nothing but alcohol. The commercial name is called alcohol. First, the preparation of alcohol, usually the alkene compounds, that is the unsaturated compound and the presence of acid to form alcohol. Here the ethene, the presence of acid to get alcohol. So this is the common preparation method. Then the properties of the ethanol. The properties of ethanol mean ethanol usually liquid at room temperature. Liquid at room temperature. Then here the melting point and the boiling point. The melting point of ethanol 156 Kelvin and the boiling point is 351 Kelvin. So this is the melting and boiling point of the ethanol. Usually that active ingredients of all alcoholic drinks, that is ethanol, they are present in alcoholic drinks. So in addition, because it's a good solvent and also useful for a medicine such as tincture of iodine, cough syrup and many tonics like medicinal usages. So ethanols are easily soluble in water. They are soluble in water. That means they are soluble in all proportions. So the consumption of small quantity of ethanol, that is the dilute ethanol, causes drunkenness. That is using of that liquor. Even though this practice is condemned, it is socially widespread practice. So however, intake of even a small quantity of pure ethanol, that is called absolute alcohol. The absolute alcohol can be lethal. That is very dangerous. That is the long-term consumption of alcohols leads to many health problems also. Some reactions of ethanol. We will see here the reactions of ethanol. When react with the sodium or a metal, react with sodium treatment with that ethanol or ethanol treatment with the sodium. 2 moles of CH3CH2 OH react with 2 moles of nitrogen sodium to produce sodium ethoxide. That is 2 moles of CH3CH2O Na. So this is sodium ethoxide and also hydrogen gas is also liberated. So this is the reactions of ethanol. That's mean that's when react with usually metal react with water, they produce the highly reactive metals, they produce hydrogen gas. In addition, here the alcohols also react with metal, that is high reactive element, to produce hydrogen gas. Then alcohols at hot concentrate acid, using of the hot concentrate acid to form unsaturated compound. See here that ethanol CH3CH2OH, the alcohol react with concentrated sulfuric acid. The temperature ranges 443 Kelvin. So this is the excess of the concentrated sulfuric acid. It results, that is, it undergoes a dehydration. So dehydration means it will become what? CH2, then H2O. Just a reverse reaction of the preparation of alcohol. First we will see here, that is the alkene compound converts what? Alcohol. Here they just reverse form. Here the diluted acid, here the concentrated acid we were using. So this is the properties of the ethanol. Next is the ethanoic acid. The ethanoic acid, the physical properties of the ethanoic acid is, this is also liquid at room temperature, and the common name for that ethanoic acid, this is the IUPAC name, the common name, that is the well known compound, the common name is called acetic acid, and the formula will be CH3COOH. So the COOH group indicates what? They are carboxylic acid. So the carboxylic acids, that is the 5 to 8% solution of acetic acid in water is called vinegar. So 5 to 8% solution in water is called vinegar, that is acetic acid. Here the boiling point and the melting point. The boiling point of the acetic acid is 391 Kelvin, and the melting point is 290 Kelvin. See here, the melting point of the pure ethanoic acid is 290 Kelvin, and it often freezes during the winter in cold climates. So give rise to the name a glacial acetic acid. Usually in our laboratory we were using the glacial acetic acid. That is, the groups of organic compound called carboxylic acids are obviously characterized by the acidic nature. So they are in acidic nature, like a weak acid. So however, unlike a mineral acid in like HCl, which are completely ionized, the carboxylic acids are weak acid because of the partial ionization undergoes. Then reactions of the ethanoic acid. See, the ethanoic acid react with the alcohol, that is called forms ester. See, this means CH3, that is esterification reaction. Simply the react with CH3COOH react with CH3CH2OH. Here this is the carboxylic acid react with alcohol. So what happens means the removal of the water molecules. So here the removal of the water molecules, what the remaining compound, just write CH3COO and the CH3, the CH2CH3. So this is called ester, simply called ester. CH3COO CH2CH3. This is ester and the water molecule. See this, the commonly that is formed by the reaction of acid and alcohol usually produce ester. This in the presence of the acid catalyst. So this is the acid catalyst. So that you have to use the acid catalyst. The ester, usually the esters are sweet smelling substance, and they are making the perfumes and flavoring of agents. That is, on treatment with the sodium hydroxide to give which is an alkali, ester converted back to the alcohol and the sodium salt. The sodium salt of the carboxylic acid. See reaction, the same reaction, that is CH3COO CH2CH3. That is ester. Ester react with the sodium hydroxide, that is alkali, to form alcohol CH3CH2OH. Then sodium, that is CH3COO Na, sodium salt. Then reaction with base. The reaction with base means, that means usually acid react with the base, so it gives salt and water. The similar proportion here, react with base when treatment with sodium hydroxide and the acetic acid. So here what happens means, to give salt and water. The salt and water means CH3, the OH and the H is removed. The remaining substance is called CH3COO, then Na. So this is salt and the remaining is water. Okay, this is called sodium acetate. This name is called sodium acetate. This is salt. So this is a base react with acid. This is base react with acid to form salt and water. That is the neutralization reaction, acid base reaction. Then that reaction with carbonates and hydrogen carbonates. The reacts with the carbonates and the hydrogen carbonates mean to give what? The same type, salt will appear and the carbon dioxide, water. Excess of the carbon dioxide is produced here. When treatment with 2 moles of acetic acid CH3COOH react with sodium carbonate Na2CO3 to produce 2 moles of the sodium acetate CH3COONA and H2O and the carbon dioxide. Then react with sodium hydrogen carbonate. This is metal carbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonate, baking soda, that is CH3COOH react with the sodium hydrogen carbonate NaHCO3 to give CH3COONA plus H2O plus CO2. This two reaction releases the carbon dioxide gases. So this is the properties of the ethanoic acid.